Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sylvia Speaks the podcast. I'm actually really frustrated right now because I had spent the last 30-ish minutes recording an episode that I thought was pretty fire. It's already 12:30. And when I went to go export the video, I realized there was no sound because my microphone was off. That's lovely. So beautiful. But anyway, here we are again. We're going to get it done because I promised that this was going to happen today. I tried to record before I left to dance class. That did not happen because I don't know what I thought was going to happen in 4 minutes. Like to record, 4 minutes to record. What kind of episode is that? That's like a story. Come on, Sylvia. My ADHD though, like I have started to realize often, I just don't understand time. Like I really don't. Like I was getting ready. I took a shower, putting lotion on at 7:30. Knowing that the class starts at 8. Yes, the studio's not too far from here, but still, what did I think was going to happen? I got my clothes on at 7:40, set my stuff up, hit record at 7:44. What did I think I was going to get done? I have no clue. But anyway, I already had the stuff set, which was great because I said once I get home, that's it. I need to record, and that is what I'm doing right now. Have been doing. But we're just going to roll with the punches. For whatever reason it happened that it didn't record. That's the reason. And we prevail. We keep going. But I don't know. I can't recall if I talked about my heels and dance journey in the last episode that I posted. But this is something that's new to me. I've been taking heels classes since February. At my friend Rosie's studio, Bodies in Rhythm in Chula Vista. I have known Rosie for a long time now. I had not seen her in a hot minute. Went to a salsa social, totally unrelated, but went to a salsa social. I think it was in January. Yeah, January, maybe super early February. Ran into her in the bathroom and I was like, oh my God, reconnected, asked her what was new, asked her what classes she had going on at her studio, told me and invited me about the class that she attends on Wednesdays at her studio. And of course, I went and I was obsessed. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I go to Rebecca Playing Heels class. I go to her class on Wednesdays and it is just so beautiful. I have since then started going to different classes, but different choreographers and dancers and stuff like that. And it has been such a beautiful journey and experience, to be honest, seeing different, genres of music and different styles of dancing. And it's one class I know I'm going to be dancing perreo, or I'm going to be dancing I'm going to be dancing bien, I don't know, I'm going to get all that out. And then there's the other classes where I know it's going to be more intention filled, where it's going to be more emotion. And then there's some that it's going to be very much sharpness and dancing. And I've even started going to hip hop classes again. And then I remembered that I have noodle arms. So I really need to start working on my arms. It's really great to go to these classes and most of them they record. So it's really nice to look back at the videos and just compare your progress as the classes go on, because it's beautiful. I love dance. I've been a dancer for 20 years. I started in high school and I was in the dance team. And then I from then went to a dance studio, and it's been a huge journey for me. But the passion and love for dance had stopped for me around college time, just life and, being in dumb situations that I should not have been. And so it's really nice that in my 30s, I'm reconnecting back with that part of me that I truly loved. And that was it was a part of me when I was younger, and it's still once a dancer, forever a dancer. Okay. But I was cracking up because I've been wanting to record this specific episode for quite some time now. About 2 weeks ago, I went to my little cousin's baby shower, and my aunt was like, "Oh, I see what your hoochie coochie dance is." And I was like, "That's right, girl. Yes, you do. You do. I be popping this bitchy. Yeah, yeah." Because you know what? Las que pueden, pueden, y las que no pueden, critican, okay? All right? Las que no pueden, critican. But I have just been really loving this, and I was cracking up because I was like, that is hilarious. I'm definitely using that for my next title for my podcast episode because I wanted to talk more in depth about my dance journey and stuff like that. And yeah, but today's Mother's Day. I obviously wasn't going to go to a class today. I normally don't go to classes on Sundays because I get Camila back. If I don't have her that weekend, I still get her back like before the class starts. But something, it worked out where she stayed with her dad, and I was like, I really want to go. Mother's Day is not necessarily the most like happy holiday for me, along with like many different holidays that I'm pretty sure I've shared on here before about like my birthday or Christmas and stuff like that. I just don't feel like connected. And Mother's Day is very conflicting for me because as a young mom who I still to this day don't feel like I got my shit together. Like I still feel like I am reliant on my parents to help raise my children, specifically my mom. And I think because of that, I don't feel like I'm worthy enough of being celebrated on Mother's Day, which is a total complete BS lie that I'm really trying to like release that belief because really, as humans, we were not designed to do this on our own. We were not designed to parent on our own, even with two parents. Like it was not supposed to be that. We were designed to raise children in a community. We were designed to work together, to rely on one another. Like some people have more strengths in one area than, other people do. And, people just come together. That's what community is. We all help one another. And that art, of course, has been lost like well along the years, right? But it's really difficult, like as a single mom, and then a single mom who is still living at their parents' house and is still relying on their parents to assist. And I guess that just makes me feel like I'm not deserving or like I'm not like a mom. And it's so weird to say that because I am. And all the moments where it really matters to be a mom, I'm there and I show up, like with my eldest. I get emotional thinking about it because like these are truly things that I have to remind myself of because if I don't, I forget, and then I start spiraling and thinking negative thoughts about it. But like with my eldest, I know that because we basically are growing up together. I had her at such a young age that I was a baby still, and so she saw a lot of the bad parts of me before I healed, before I was aware. And, having Camila at a later age in my life, I had them at two different stages. And so they're both getting very different versions of myself. And I have to like remember that they're watching me, like they're observing me. And what I show them, what I allow, like what I accept, I'm showing them that that's okay. And I have like started to see that play out. And I'm like, I don't want that for you guys. Like what I have allowed in the past that I knew was not good, I don't want them to grow up thinking that that's okay. And so this is why I've really been trying to stay committed, excuse me, to my journey and like really prioritize like healing and my solitude, myself, because I know that they're watching. But back to what I was initially saying, like I realized that in the moments where I have to be a mom or I am a mom are like the most impactful moments, even though I don't get celebrated for them. I know internally that that's where I'm making a difference. And that's where being a mom is my forte, is my strong point, like with my eldest, like I don't play about my children, either one of them, Camila's still little, so we haven't crossed that bridge yet. And I hope that we don't have to cross it to the severity that my poor Abby has gone through. But, you know, um, any kind of situation that where it's not helping her, it's not beneficial to her, where she is being bullied or, not treated fairly or whatever it is that I'm like, as mama bear, I'm seeing my cub needs me, you best believe I'm there. And I have no shame, like I am always going to have my children's backs. I am always going to fight for them. I am always going to make sure that they feel seen. And I know that that's where like I stand out as a mom. Um, and I just have to remind myself that because it doesn't feel like it at times because I'm like, okay, like financially, I'm not, able to provide for my children the way that I would like to right now, but that's not forever. This is just a temporary thing, and it's been temporary for a long time. So it feels like it's permanent, but it's not. And I know my time is coming. I know that like my time is near. And that's exactly why I'm in the space that I'm in right now, where I feel the need to retreat, where I feel like I have to focus on my solitude, where I feel like I have to heal, and dancing and all the movement and all of that has just been so releasing for me and has really helped me tap into my feminine energy and to like just be soft because I have lived in my masculine for so long that I didn't even know what my feminine energy looked like. Like I didn't even believe I had feminine energy. Um because I was mistaking femininity for sexuality. Like I was mistaking being a sexual being and being attractive or being seductive as feminine, and that was never the truth, never the case. And it's just a really beautiful space to be in my life right now. I'm going to be 33 this year. And so I just really feel like I don't have the time anymore to be wasting on things that I know how the story ends, and it sucks because I have gone through a bit of like, I guess, big releases just in this year alone. Um, Releasing a excuse me. I guess I had to release that too. Releasing a romantic relationship, releasing a friend, and it sucks because like I'm someone that has such a big heart that I see the potential and I believe in the good of everyone. And it's like, I knew, I was getting those downloads. Like my intuition was telling me like, there's something off about that person. Something is off. And I was like, but I love them, or but they do this, this, and this. And like, I feel like they care about me. But, the universe and spirit just had to keep showing me until my ass got it. And I'm very proud of myself for sticking to my boundaries, for allowing these people to exit my life in the way that they did and sending them on their merry way and wishing them nothing but the best, even if they're not wishing the same for me. Because I know that I'm always going to be divinely protected and guided. And this was just something that I needed to release. Whether I understand it, they understand it, whether it is understood or not, it needed to happen. And that's so like difficult for me because in the past, I have never been able to be like that. But I would say it was difficult because right now I feel at peace. I feel okay. And there are times where I feel sad, where I wonder, right? And in those moments, I just book a class and I take a class instead of being sad. And I'm like, I don't know if I know I'm using it as dancing as a coping mechanism, but I really do feel like I'm also releasing and processing in the process of it. So it doesn't feel like it's a negative way. I do think that this has been a very positive way for me to release. I'm not turning to partying. I'm not turning to alcohol. I'm not turning to substances. Like I am turning within and releasing it out. And that's just been so beautiful, so amazingly beautiful for me. I love my hoochie coochie dances. I love seeing myself improve every week. I love the community. I love feeling so feminine and beautiful in just like a way that I have never felt before. I don't know how to explain it. And I have heard about heels classes before. My friend Rosie at her studio, she used to host a heels class. I think it was one of the first heels classes in San Diego. This was years ago, long, long time ago. And I was intimidated. I'd see the videos and I'm like, I love it. I'm admired, but I didn't think I had the capacity to do it. I didn't even know how to walk in heels at that point. So I just was like, how am I going to dance in heels, And I let my own self-doubt and lack of self-confidence stop me from doing that. But I'm really glad that she invited me and then I went, because it has changed my life. Like, I know it sounds like really dramatic to say, but it really has. I really do feel like dancing again has just like lit that fire in my soul. And for a while, it was like, it was dim. Being in that last relationship where I wasn't being seen, like for me, and respected for myself and like, my own hobbies and dreams and aspirations, I lost sight of who I was. Like, even the podcast, like, I was like, I don't even know who I am. I don't even know if the things that I loved before, do I still like them? Like, I was just so confused, right? I didn't know what I knew. And slowly but surely, I started getting back to myself little by little. And then this heels class was truly how I knew. Like, there she is again. There's Sylvia. I missed her. And I even look back, like, I look back at pictures of myself from those moments where I was like dealing with those people, and I can't even recognize myself. I looked so different. And I remember like in that moment, like of those pictures I would be trying to take selfies. And I'm like, I just like can't selfie anymore. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I just don't look cute anymore. Like, do I not know my angles? Like, is my face getting too fat? Like, I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't get pictures. So there's a long period of time in my photo gallery that I don't have pictures of myself because I didn't feel cute. I didn't feel like myself anymore. And now I'm taking pictures again of myself and I'm like, okay, Maddie. Okay, girl, I see you. Like, I don't know. It's like such a different feeling. Like, I'm literally lit from within. Like, my soul is pretty right now and it is showing from the outside. And that is exactly the type of summer that we need to be having, ladies. It's not hot girl summer. It's pretty soul summer. Okay. This year, 2025 is pretty soul summer because we're not allowing anyone who is an energy vampire to penetrate our energy and to suck all of that out and to deplete our soul. We are better than that. We deserve everything that we want. I mean, everything that we want. Everything. Do not settle. And that is where I'm at right now, is like making sure that I do not settle for people, places, or things that aren't exactly what I want. Because I know that exactly what I want wants me too. And that's why we think about each other, because we're coming towards each other. Like, it's happening. It's happening and it's going to happen for you guys too. And we just have to stay on this journey, stay committed to ourselves, say no to anything that is, if it's not, what's that saying? If it's not a fuck yes, and it's a no, it's a fuck no, and really, really, truly embody and believe that, because doing things that create temporary happiness is not going to get you to your goal. And so I have been very intentional about making sure that I don't allow anything in my space and energy that is going to help me, may only make me feel good for, you know, a bit. But I know that after a week or a couple months that I'm just going to be like back to square one. I don't have the time to be restarting my healing journey again. I am here where I am. And I know that as I progress in this process and this journey, everything that I want is going to start falling on my lap, because it already has. And I believe that. And I believe that for me. I believe that for you guys. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you who is here, whether you are new, whether you have been here since the beginning, whether you have been here for the past episodes, who knows? I don't know, but I am just thankful that you are here. Even if you're lurking, I'm thankful that you're here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I hope that you learned a little bit more about me. Um, Regardless, I'm so happy. I'm so incredibly happy that even as my life, the ebbs and flows of my life go, and there's periods of time where I'm not connected, like with the podcast, that you guys still show up for me, that you still love me, that you still appreciate me, that you're still here with me. And I really am excited to document this journey, this process, like even my solo trip that I had this summer. Like, it's just so crazy. Like, this version of Sylvia, I have never met her before. I've only dreamed of her. And she's here, you guys. She's happening. She's growing before your eyes. And I'm so happy to be and thrilled. And I feel honored to share this journey with you all. So, yeah. Thank you. Again, this podcast episode is available on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I am recording video podcasts still. So make sure you check me out. Make sure you follow, subscribe, all of the good things. Share with your friends. Give me feedback. I love you all so, so much. And thank you for being here. And also, like, look at how amazing my face looks if you're watching this on video. I don't have a filter on. This is literally just like a ring light. Shout out to the girl on TikTok that was like, if you're recording videos without a ring light, that's why you're not getting views. You are so right, because I would totally stop and watch this and be like, can she share her skincare routine next? And I can if you guys want me to. I know a lot of people are like, you have such great skin. And I'm like, I have been prioritizing my skin since I turned 30. I was like, skincare, forget the makeup. It's all about the skin. And it pays off, believe me. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. Have an amazing week. I love you all so, so much. See you on the next one.